If you guys are excited for NXT Takeover New York tomorrow night, I want you guys to hit that like button as hard as you possibly can. That is automatically the first thing I want you guys to do. I want to know how you guys feel about NXT Takeover New York. My opinion, it has the potential to be the greatest NXT Takeover card of all time. I mean, just look at the card that we're getting for Takeover. Look at the card we're getting for Takeover. War Raiders versus Aleister Black and Ricochet for the NXT Tag Team Championships. That's going to warm up your appetite real quick. Then we're getting Pete Dunne versus Walter for the United Kingdom Championship. That should also whet up your appetite. Then we're getting Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle for the NXT North American Championship. That match has a potential show stealer. Then we're getting the Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Women's Championship between Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane. And then we're getting best 2 out of 3. I have the confidence to say this match will not only steal NXT TakeOver New York, this match is going to steal the entire weekend. Cole versus Gargano. Best 2 out of 3 for the vacant NXT Championship. That match has a potential to steal the entire fucking weekend. If this NXT TakeOver does not excite you at all, you shouldn't be watching the product, period. You shouldn't. You shouldn't. Now, yesterday, after I recorded NXT yesterday, I was watching the Tommaso Ciampa documentary. And it's about 11, 12 minutes long for that documentary. It's a really good documentary. I recommend any one of you guys to go watch that documentary. It's a really good documentary. It shows, he's been in the same hospital room 3 times in a matter of like 12 weeks, something like that. And then he already knew how that room is so familiar and stuff, I never knew that Tommaso Ciampa would actually open up like that to, his neck surgery and shit. How he wanted to be part of TakeOver, but at the same time, you can't blame Ciampa for getting that surgery because let's say Ciampa was to go to TakeOver against Gargano for the NXT Championship. And he would go on to that matchup. And the matches that he went through with Velveteen Dream at TakeOver War Games, Aleister Black at TakeOver Phoenix back in January, we never knew how much Tommaso Ciampa was in pain. We never knew how much pain he was going through around that time. But then again, I kind of figured every single time he would nail a big move, I would see his face like that. And he would go for his neck and shit. Like, I kind of figured, but I didn't know it was going to be that serious. But Ciampa spoke to the doctor about his neck, and he said get the surgery immediately. Because let's say if he was to go to TakeOver New York with the NXT Championship against Johnny Gargano, we all knew Ciampa would deliver a 5-star classic. I mean, just look at Velveteen Dream at TakeOver War Games 2. Look at Aleister Black at freaking TakeOver Phoenix. 5-star classic matches. And the matches obviously he had against Gargano back in the summer. If he was to compete at TakeOver tomorrow night, with the severe chances of him injuring himself even more further, he would be on borrowed time. He would be on borrowed time. They said the same thing to Edge. And look what Edge did. Got the surgery, missed a year, went on to finish, I believe, another one. He had the surgery, I believe, around 03. Came back around, I believe, 04. I think around the spring of 04, Edge came back. And then from the spring of 2004 all the way to WrestleMania 27, that's about a good 7 years. Then from there, Edge had to retire in 2011 after WrestleMania. So you guys know how Edge went through all of that. Ciampa now, I don't think Ciampa is on borrowed time. I think he'll come back better. I think he'll come back better and stronger than ever before. But it's a year. it's a long process for that neck to heal up by itself and just regain all that strength again on that neck. But that documentary, I hope you guys go watch it. I'm going to link that documentary down below in the description. I recommend you guys to go watch that documentary. It's a really good documentary. It had me tear up just a little bit, you know, how Ciampa and his wife tried to have a baby the first time, then his wife had a miscarriage, and then went on to have a successful baby named Widow. She's fucking beautiful, by the way. She's gorgeous, by the way. And how his wife would sometimes know that Ciampa would call his daughter Goldie. So she told him, yo, win the NXT Championship and then just call that championship Goldie. So now we know the whole story. But I recommend you guys to go watch that documentary. Link to that video will be down below in the description. But if you guys don't know who I am, of course, Chris. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into the channel on this Thursday, March, April 4th, 2019. Were you guys expecting Throwback Thursday today? No. You guys are not getting Throwback Thursday or Top 10 Friday tomorrow. You guys are going to get that next week. So I said this back on Monday, and I said this on NXT. I'm going to say this here again. Today, you guys are going to get NXT Takeover New York preview and predictions. Tomorrow, you guys are going to get NXT Takeover New York review and results tomorrow. Saturday, you guys are going to get episode 15 of the podcast early Saturday. Because I'm going to Access in Brooklyn on Saturday. Sunday, you guys are going to get the vlog video from my experience at Access on Sunday. Then Monday, you guys are going to get a double upload Monday. Monday afternoon, you guys are going to get WrestleMania review. And Monday night, you guys are going to get the Raw after WrestleMania review on Monday night. Because I go back to work next Friday. So next week, I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to make it up for you guys. I'm going to make it up to you guys. You guys are going to get a whole lot of content this week leading up to next Friday. But if you guys are excited for NXT TakeOver New York, smash that like button. Comment down below what are your predictions for NXT TakeOver New York tomorrow night. And if you guys are new to the channel, looking for Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, Throwback Thursday, Top 10 Friday, a wrestling podcast, and gaming content right here on the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, man, for all notifications. Check out NXT review that was uploaded yesterday. The go-home show before NXT TakeOver New York. Link to this video will be in the annotation above on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Also, check out Monday Night Raw review. There was no SmackDown review. I didn't watch SmackDown. People told me that SmackDown was terrible. So, I didn't want to do a SmackDown review for you guys. Monday Night Raw, I did a Raw review. Stephanie McMahon announces the winner-take-all stipulation for WrestleMania. Link to this video will be in the annotation. That is on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And if you guys did not know, Monday Night Raw was a show that got me literally and figuratively sick. So link to this video will be above in the upper hand corner of your screen in the annotation. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast, so make sure you guys are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Loring. Instagram, your boy Chris_WB. And Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, man, for all notifications. And don't forget, guys, the Tommaso Ciampa documentary will be down below in the description. Let's go review, let's preview and predict NXT TakeOver New York. We're going to go to the top of the card here. War Raiders, Hanson and Rowe will defend the NXT Tag Team Championships against Aleister Black and Ricochet. I expect this match to be a fucking classic. My God. Now, Aleister Black and Ricochet are an unorthodox tag team. They don't mix together, but they're really fucking good together as a tag team. Unorthodox, but they're really good as a tag team. Now, War Raiders, at the same time, they're a great tag team. At the same time, what have they done with the NXT Tag Team Championships? Ever since they beat Undisputed Era back in Phoenix, they haven't done anything with the NXT Tag Team Championships. I mean, listen, I love War Raiders, I love Hanson and Rowe, and I love Black and Ricochet. But who do you guys think that's really going to win this match? I got War Raiders winning this matchup. I got Warriors winning. Black and Ricochet, they'll be done with NXT. This will be their swan song. They'll be officially called up to the main roster. And I hope after TakeOver, they will be on their separate ways. Hopefully, they'll be on SmackDown more than Monday Night Raw. Because I really see both Black and Ricochet more on SmackDown than Monday Night Raw. So I got Warriors retaining the NXT Tag Team Championships at TakeOver New York. Second match on the card. I have to take a sip of my water. I apologize. Second match on the card. Pete Dunne versus Walter for the WWE United Kingdom Championship. Who you guys think is going to win this match? Do you guys go for Pete Dunne? Do you guys go for Walter? My honest opinion, listen, I love Pete Dunne. He's fucking amazing. I think he has the longest reigning title reign in the modern era, if I stand correct here. But you really think Pete Dunne's going to beat a guy like Walter? I got Walter winning the United Kingdom Championship at TakeOver. Now, people are saying, oh, after Pete Dunne loses, he should go up to the main roster. No. There's levels to this shit. You feel me? There's levels to this shit. You got NXT UK. You got NXT. Then you got SmackDown. Then you got Raw. For you people that think that Pete Dunne is going to get called up to the main roster after TakeOver, you're a fucking idiot. How old is Pete Dunne? Pete Dunne's like what? Let me go check how old is Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne is 25 years old. Pete Dunne is 25 years old. He is insanely young. I would put him in NXT for like about a year and a half tops. NXT, maybe 6 months to a year. I would say 6 months minimum, a year and a half tops in NXT. He's still young. He is still fucking young. Why would you put him up to the main roster where he's gonna get squashed? Like that, like a fucking bug. Why? I would put him in NXT. If he still feels like he's got more stuff to learn, put him in NXT. Put him in NXT. I got Walter winning the WWE United Kingdom Championship at TakeOver. This match should be really good. Really fucking good. I expect Pete Dunne and Walter to beat the shit out of each other at TakeOver. I expect a barn burner from these two men. Velveteen Dream versus Matt Riddle for the NXT North American Championship. Matt Riddle, you guys should know, he's undefeated. Undefeated. Velveteen Dream, I think, no, he's not undefeated. He did lose the Ciampa. Yeah, he lost the Ciampa at TakeOver. At TakeOver War Games. This match should be a classic. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys right now. This match should be a fucking classic. Listen, I love Velveteen Dream. I love the gimmick. Patrick Clark, I love you, son. Matt Riddle, I feel like Matt Riddle still has more stuff to learn. If he can just stay away from the marijuana, I think he'd be perfectly fine. Because there'll be matches during NXT tapings where he's fucking stoned. Don't be under the influence of marijuana while you're at a TakeOver match. Just don't. I don't mind him being barefooted. I don't mind it. But he has to be careful breaking his leg. Remember what? I mean, his foot. Remember what happened back to Rusev? He broke his foot. And look what happened to him. He wrestled barefooted. I got Matt Riddle winning the NXT North American Championship. Yes, they're flip-flopping the championship. But at the same time, I feel like Matt Riddle still needs more stuff to learn. But I think with the NXT North American Championship, it'll make him learn more. This match should be great. I expect this match to go around, 15, 20 minutes? Should be a classic. Should be absolute classic. But I got Matt Riddle winning the NXT North American Championship over the Velveteen Dream at TakeOver. Fatal 4-way match for the NXT Women's Championship. Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane. This will be Shayna Baszler's last match in NXT. No question. She'll get called up to the main roster. No question. Will she be on Raw or SmackDown? I prefer for her to be on Monday Night Raw. Especially if Ronda Rousey is taking time off to start a family with Travis Brown. So, why not have Becky win both championships at WrestleMania and have Shayna Baszler be Ronda's replacement until Ronda comes back from her hiatus. So, no question in my mind, Shayna Baszler's losing the NXT Women's Championship. To who, though? Io? Maybe Io. Kairi? Make her a 2-time Women's Champion? Possibility. Or Bianca Belair, the EST of NXT. If I have to pick one of these beautiful women to win the NXT Women's Championship, I will have to pick Bianca Belair. I got Bianca Belair winning the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver. The match that she had against Shayna Baszler at Phoenix was a great match. Then again, she never tapped out. She just faded. That's it. But then she called herself undefeated still. You lost to Shayna Baszler at TakeOver, Phoenix. You shouldn't be calling yourself undefeated anymore. You lost to Shayna Baszler at NXT Takeover, Phoenix. Don't call yourself undefeated. But I do have Bianca Belair winning the NXT Women's Championship at TakeOver. The match should be great. There were rumors going around that was going to be a ladder match. It could possibly be a ladder match. They could add that to a last-second stipulation for TakeOver. It possibly could. It possibly could. But if it's going to be a fatal 4-way, I got Bianca pinning Io Shirai to win the NXT Women's Championship. Or not, it could possibly be a ladder match and have Bianca Belair win the NXT Women's Championship. And at the same time, Shayna doesn't have to get pinned or made to submit to lose the NXT Women's Championship. So I got Bianca Belair winning the title at TakeOver. This is going to be... This is going to be the greatest NXT Championship match in the history of TakeOver. Yup, I said it. Yup, I said it. Yup, I fucking said it. This should be the greatest NXT Championship match in the history of NXT. Yup, I fucking said it. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole in a best 2 out of 3 falls match for the vacant NXT Championship. Now, I thought yesterday during NXT that we was going to get stipulations for this best 2 out of 3. Looks like we're not. But it could be added towards TakeOver tomorrow. So like I said, same thing. They can add a ladder match to the Fatal 4-way for the NXT Women's Championship. They could add stipulations. They could. I'm not saying that they are. They could possibly add stipulations for the best 2 out of 3 falls match tomorrow. Now, as you guys know, when it comes to a baseball series, basketball series, hockey series, best out of 5, best out of 7, that first fall is very, very important. Whoever wins that first fall in the best 2 out of 3 has the biggest advantage of them all. Who do I have winning the first fall? I got Cole winning the first fall. I got Cole winning the first fall. Obviously, Johnny is going to win the second fall. Did you guys know almost every single best 2 out of 3 falls match in the history of WWE, it has always gone to that third fall? It has always gone to that third fall. I got Cole winning the first fall. I got Johnny winning the second. So it's going to be 1-1. I was watching JD's NXT review yesterday. And I was watching how he predicted the third fall for TakeOver tomorrow night. And I said to myself, that can possibly happen. It can possibly happen. JD booked for Candice LeRae to be the female going into Undisputed Era. It's possible. It's possible. It's possible. he booked Candice LeRae to cost Johnny Gargano the NXT Championship. I told myself, that's fucking brilliant. Brilliant. Just fucking brilliant. I'm like, wow. I have never thought about that. You see, this is why I love JD, man. JD is one of my favorite wrestling YouTubers in all of YouTube. But I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening. I don't. I mean, it's a great idea to book, but I just don't see that happening. I think something fucked up is gonna happen. I'm gonna predict. I got Adam Cole winning the NXT Championship. I'm gonna tell you why. I got Cole winning the championship. This is long overdue for Adam Cole to win the NXT title. Long overdue. I said this over the past couple of weeks, and I'm gonna say this here again. Remember when Drew McIntyre won the NXT Championship at TakeOver Brooklyn Part 3? When he beat Bobby Roode back in 2017. Adam Cole made his debut. And he held up the NXT Championship at Barclays Center. I think, and then going on towards that storyline, it was supposed to be Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole for the NXT Championship at NXT Takeover New Orleans. We got Black versus Almas, which was a second backup plan. Drew McIntyre torn his bicep during his match against Andrade Cien Almas at TakeOver War Games in Houston back in 2017. So we didn't get that matchup. At the same time, it fucked up Adam Cole more than Drew McIntyre. I think they're going to make everything up for Adam Cole at TakeOver New York WrestleMania weekend. I think Adam Cole will walk out of NXT TakeOver New York, walking out of Barclays Center as NXT champion. Now, I did hear a rumor, I think this is true, that Gargano was staying at NXT for another year. I think he's waiting for Ciampa to come back. Now, we don't know how Ciampa's going to feel after a year. Is he going to stay in NXT after he comes back, or is he getting called up to the main roster? I think he's staying back in NXT because Gargano wants to finish the storyline between him and Ciampa. Now, can you blame Gargano? No. I even heard rumors of fucking Gargano going up to fucking 205 Live. That's fucking disrespectful. Now, this is how I'm booking Gargano to win the NXT Championship. You can do this in two separate ways. Cole's going to win the NXT Championship at TakeOver tomorrow night. That's a given. You can have scenario A. You can have Gargano win the NXT Championship at TakeOver Toronto SummerSlam weekend at TakeOver Toronto. Or you can have Gargano win the NXT Championship at TakeOver Chicago Survivor Series weekend. And when Ciampa is ready to go, he can come back and claim something that he never lost, the NXT Championship. Now, I'm going to predict Cole winning, but then again, Gargano can win. At the same time, I'm going to be okay with either guy's winning. But I'm leaning more towards Adam Cole because he's deserved so much better. After the fact that Drew McIntyre got hurt when they were supposed to go out at TakeOver New Orleans last year, can you imagine that matchup between Adam Cole and Drew McIntyre at New Orleans last year? We're never going to get that now because obviously Drew McIntyre's on the main roster. I got Cole winning the NXT Championship. It's long overdue for him. Now, I wouldn't mind Gargano winning because of that TakeOver crowd in Brooklyn. Obviously, Brooklyn is a real fucking crowd. But I'm still going to say this to this day. The perfect opportunity to get Gargano the NXT Championship was TakeOver Philadelphia last year. the perfect opportunity to give Gargano the NXT Championship at TakeOver Philadelphia last year. They had the chance to pull the trigger. Did they do it? No. And that's when they fucked up. Now, if Cole wins the championship, you ask yourself the question, how does Gargano win the championship leading up to Ciampa coming back? Either, like I said, scenario A, you have Gargano win the championship at TakeOver Toronto SummerSlam weekend, or scenario B, you have Gargano win the championship at TakeOver Chicago. Now, honestly, I'm going to go with scenario B because it's Chicago. That's where Ciampa and Gargano started. I would not be surprised when we get to Chicago in November, Survivor Series weekend, and we have Gargano winning the NXT Championship in front of that crowd in Chicago. We have Tommaso Ciampa come back and says, I want you to hold on to that championship till I come back. And when I come back, we're going to finish what we started. This time I get my championship back that I never lost. It tells a better story. It tells a better story. So I got War Raiders winning. I got Walter winning. I got Matt Riddle winning. I got Bianca Belair winning. And I got Adam Cole winning the NXT Championship. Those are my predictions for TakeOver. And that is it, guys, for the NXT TakeOver New York preview and predictions video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Comment down below what are your predictions for NXT TakeOver New York. Here are my predictions again. I got War Raiders retaining the NXT Tag Team Championships. I got Walter winning the United Kingdom Championship. I got Matt Riddle winning the NXT North American Championship. I got Bianca Belair winning the NXT Women's Championship. And I got Adam Cole winning the NXT Championship, winning the first and third fall at TakeOver. So, those are my predictions. If you guys are new to the channel, looking for Raw review, SmackDown review, NXT review, Throwback Thursday, Top 10 Friday, a wrestling podcast, and gaming content here on YouTube, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, man, for all notifications. Check out NXT. Check out NXT, man. The Go Home Show before TakeOver, link to that video will be in the annotation above on the upper hand corner of your screen. Check out Raw review. Raw is live on the channel. Link to this video will be in the annotation on the upper hand corner of your screen. This is the official home of the Reality Podcast right here on YouTube. So make sure you guys are following me on social media. Twitter, Chris from Lauren. Instagram, your boy Chris_WB. And Snapchat, Chris Most Hated. And if you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, man, for all notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT TakeOver New York review and results. Enjoy TakeOver WrestleMania weekend has upon us. Until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button down below. Ring those bells, man, for all notifications. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT TakeOver New York review and results. Until then, talk to you guys later. Enjoy NXT TakeOver, our real WrestleMania.